Welcome back, Stoner Squad, and of course a big welcome to all those new to the channel. My name is DanIsStoned, and thank you for joining me to continue our tutorial Crete campaign. So we left off the last episode with a inconclusive war against Gortina. Now there was a little kind of buggy thing that happened where basically the rebellion stopped because Gortina was split into two, with the rebellion of Corion siding with his former, with the kind of vassal of Tara, and we were taking on, of course, Gortina to try and knock them out before he finished the civil war. But the civil war somehow finished, and then of course it actually white-pieced the war we declared for. But it doesn't matter, we'll go again, and I think today what we're going to do, we're going to take out Imperator here. It's going to be fairly easy to knock out. They have a few allies. Now, they are in the defensive league with Rhodes and Kibratio, which is over here. So Kibratio is there and Rhodes is here. However, they don't really have many boats. So if you just want to see how many boats the nation has, just right-click on them and you'll see the number of ships here. So he's got 4. This guy's got 2. This guy's got 1. We have a 19-strong navy, which is way better than them. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of dock this guy back into port, heal him up a little bit, and then we'll declare war on Imperator here, and we'll try and take them out. These won't be able to join because I'll do a massive blockade with my navy. I'll blockade the kind of seas around this area to stop them from ferrying any soldiers across, and hopefully I'll kind of sink them beneath the waves as they try to cross. Now, I won't be able to start the war before his fort's finished. Now, he's got no fort. He is building one, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but since I disbanded my levies in order to get the extra levies from having the extra pots in the land we now occupy, I have to wait 4 months till I can re-levy them again. So when I can re-levy them, the fort will already be finished, so it is what it is, can't be helped. So that is the plan for this episode, and then hopefully take on Gortina, wipe them out, and then form Crete, and this should be it then for the tutorial campaign. I ain't going any further than Crete. It's only just to show you kind of the basic grips of the game and all the different kind of things to help you understand how it works and what the different buttons are, to save you time searching for what everything is. But anyway, before we start, I'm going to start off with a quick tip here. Now, do you ever wonder, did you ever find a character that you want to keep tabs of and wonder that, well, I'd like to know when he dies or what his children are or anything like that? Well, just find the said character, so I don't know, right-click on a nation, go into the Show Characters section here on the Show Characters in Country, and here you can see all the characters. Now, let's say if I was interested in his ruler here, I wanted to see when Antigonos dies. Click on him, and then you can just select the click to favourite, and what that does, it adds him to the outliner down here on favourite characters, so you can keep an eye on whether he's alive or dead or not. So there you go. That's a little tip for you guys there if you want to keep a bit of a tab on other characters. Anyway, that's it. Let's get rolling. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get our boats back, we're going to repair them a little bit. What we shall then do is just get ready to strike against Imperator. Sorry, I'm going to manage to speak. I've just got back from work, so I'm a little bit knackered. So I do apologise if my speaking is a little bit crap. Anyway, charitable contributions here. Do I want to gain food back or a bit of gold? Now, how much food does the province of Crete have that we own? We are not full out of food yet, so we'll restock it. We'll get 200 food back into the kind of state food supplies. Just because it does affect pop growth, as you can see, just hover your mouse cursor over it, affects pop growth and your local fort defense, which is quite useful. So the more food you have, then the more fort defense and pop growth you do have. Now you can increase this with granaries, which is quite useful, and if you want to store some more food in there, which you can actually do. Now let's go for some more buildings. I think we're going to need some more buildings in this place. So what I'm going to do, I do want a decent, port level, because with a decent port level, we can get some extra ship types. So I'm thinking, in Knossos, our capital here, we go for a couple of extra ports. Now, the advantages of having ports, they do increase your port capacity, ship recruit speed, migration attraction, and port migration speed, which is fairly useful. And hopefully we'll pull some out of the neighbouring territories or something, like even across from the mainland, which would be quite nice. So we'll go for an extra port level here. It costs 97 gold, but we have it, so we might as well build it. The constructions do show in the outliner, so you can kind of keep track on how long it takes to build something. Here we'll go for another unit. I think I'm very tempted to add another trireme here. Oh no, I'll get another Liburnian. It's just cheaper, and it makes even numbers. I'm a bit of an even number sucker, so I'll quickly do that now. We have another Roman here, and I'm going to go for... what do I want? I could probably change something here, to be honest. Now, I think we could probably fiddle about with maybe some of our deities here. Now, is there anything we own? I don't own any of the deities for the, deities of war. The deities of economy, I don't either. For the deity of culture, we do, though. We own the holy site for Ariadne, which gives us civ level and ruler pop gain. That could be fairly useful. I might bring that down. Where is the holy site for this? Let's see. Ariadne is right in Knossos, actually. It's banging on our capital. That could work for us. And these guys have got a holy site here, which is interesting. And so have Tara. Do they have any relics in there? Because if you have relics in them, you can actually ransack the place. And I'll be very interested to know if there is anything in there. No, it isn't. I don't think there's any treasures stored there. Now, a little tip, if you want to kind of know, a holy site, they do increase your local tax, building slots, and migration attractions. So depending on the level, there's 2 levels of holy sites. Or 3, I think there's 3 levels. I can't remember exactly. There might be 3 levels of holy sites. And you can probably up this. I don't know. That's a really good question. Can I upgrade? No, I think there's 2 levels of holy sites. Yeah, there's 2 levels of holy sites. And just hover your mouse cursor over, like, the kind of, the obelisk with the number, and it shows you the level of the holy site, if there are any. If you want to see them, just click in the religious map mode, and your holy sites appear like they're named. And if they have anything in them, you can see there's some, like, kind of items next to them, and you can see what items they have in there. Now, you can loot holy sites and gain the items, so when you basically occupy or move your forces onto a territory, you should have a button. I'll show you guys when I raise the armies later on, and there's a button to desecrate the holy site, and you can actually bring them holy treasures back to your land, which is fairly useful. But anyway, these 2 do have some holy sites, and so do we here. Now, I might actually put it on, because we have the Tomb of Minos, which is one of our relics. Now, if you want to go here, show our relic. And this gives us state, religion, happiness. And all of our pops are Hellenic, which is quite useful. So what we're going to do, we're going to swap this. I'm going to put this deity on now. It's going to cost us 15 stability. But then we do get the passive effect of a monthly civ change. And we get the roll of pop gain plus 0.13%. So we'll swap that. And now we have the Temple of Knossos here. We have the holy site there, and we get the overall bonus of state, religion, happiness. Now to see this, just go to your pops, view pops info, hover your mouse cursor over it, and we should have the Tomb of Minos here, plus 10% for the Hellenic pops, which is really cool indeed. Increases their happiness, which of course increases their output, which is more gold, more manpower, more research points. All that good juicy stuff. You'll notice that I can't call it on straight away, because when you swap the deity in your pantheon, you can't call it down for 36 months. What would happen though, since we own the holy site, if I called this down, I would call it down, and it would give me the bonus of monthly roll of pop gain plus 0.13%. Now, I'm going to call something else down for the moment, just because I can't call that for 36 months. So we'll call down for the morale of navies, just because we are going to war, and there will be some ship battles with Rhodes and their friends over here, just to stop them from crossing, and it does help to have that little bit of extra morale. Now that is done, let's see if our ships are repaired. They're currently repairing. Each month you repair 10%. Just to repair ships, just dock them in any port and you can repair them. That's how you basically repair your ships. Can I raise you guys yet? I can raise you now. We have more men now, which is very useful. We have a supply train, which is good. It will allow me to show you how useful these things are. Do you have any men? Not really. You don't really have many navies. I think we can easily crush you. You don't have any more friends, so I could easily destroy you. So that is definitely what we're going to do. So as soon as I can here, as soon as we get the strength of our navy back up to 100%, we will declare the war. And we shall take out this guy before Gortina does. And then, of course, when we take out Yetta Petra, we'll have more pops, which means we'll increase our levy size, which makes it a lot easier for us to take out Gortina. I did have someone in the comments as well say, why has Gortina got a massive army here? Well, you think they've got 21,500 men. Well, at least they haven't. It's got a huge merc stack that's on there that's available for hire, and since their troops are stacked onto it, it just gives you the overall number. It doesn't mean they're hired, so there we go. That's just a big number, so don't get worried about that. It can be scary, but it's not that bad. Same for the navies here. They're just pirate mercenaries, so that is the reason why. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to pull you over here and try and blockade road, and we'll keep you in the sea just to get ready. I think they are fully healed. Yeah, they are fully healed now. That is fine. I'm going to get you guys into the strait here. Plot whispers in the dark, so this is basically an event that someone is conspiring against me. I am going to pay to have him watch because I don't want our guy to die. He can potentially kill you. You need to kind of pay attention to what goes on. So depending on the individual, just kind of follow him. I tend to check if he's got a big power base because it makes him more ambitious. Anyway, this guy's here now. What we're going to do, we're going to raise our forces. We'll raise the levies. We now have a whopping 5,000 men, which is pretty cool. I'll put you guys on unit reorganization to increase the rate at which this morale increases. Oh, and by the way, here's your desecrate holy site. So you can destroy the holy site and bring back their treasures. And that's how that works. So you do unit reorganization here. Get these guys ready. Get it up one more month for the extra morale. And then I shall declare war on these guys and we'll take them down very quickly indeed. And I don't think it's going to last too long. Now, the good thing here, you'll see that we have a supply train. And you'll see that our food that our army can carry has gone up. Because each supply train increases food by 50 that you can store. So the more food you have, of course, the longer you can last in enemy territory. So that's very useful. So it's really cool to have a nice little supply train there. Anyway, our guys are stationed here. We're going to need to keep a good eye on this. The army's ready. Our general is in command. Would our dude join? Our kind of vassal joins, which is nice. He brings in his friends, but I don't care. There is an opportunity here to occupy Rhodes, and it would be quite nice, because Rhodes is, of course... Actually, Rhodes is in a different region. It's in a completely different region now. I don't think it was before. Yeah, it was, but I could probably try and make them a vassal to show you guys how cool it is to have, like, useful vassals and stuff. So I might try and do that. But anyway, enough of me blabbering. Let's get the war going. So we'll take Crete, bring in our buddy. Let's go. Bim, bam, bloody boom. Off we go. We're going to go straight onto his fort here to try and stop him. I know he's going to raise his units, so he's risen them there. We're going to kill them pretty quickly. He's got no men. Really got less cohorts than me. We outnumber him 2 to 1. Anyway, this is the plot from the guy that we tried to follow, who's probably trying to do something. So what's he doing? He's spending time with the claimant to the throne. So, what do I do here? Yeah, I'll warn him. We're getting a bit of loyalty with this guy. Why not? No, we're getting a bit of loyalty with Hippalos here. He is a researcher. So it's quite nice. Make him more loyal. So we'll definitely do that. So we're going to wait for this guy to move. Wait till he's... Now, this is a little tip here. When a unit's moving and you get this padlock here, it's called movement locked, which means you can't move from where he's going there. So he can't stop moving and go somewhere else. So if you want to trap them, just wait till this icon shows and then just go on them and you should be able to catch them. Now, I can't catch him here because I have to go around and move here because this fort has something called a zone of control. This allowed me to quickly talk about zones of controls on forts. Now, each fort has a zone of control level. The zone of control acts one territory around the fort. So, as you can see here, this guy... Petra here has got a fort in Pitna, which gives a zone of control around this area, which means I can't cross straight over here from where I am. I have to go round to get it. So it basically blocks enemy movement, so be careful where they're placed. Here we'll wait for him to move again, and now he's unit locked, and now I can get him because I'm going straight onto the fort. You'll notice to go round here, I have to go round because the fort is blocking my movement from this territory to that one. So now we'll go and get him here, and we should be able to beat him, which we are going to do because he's been unit locked. Oh crap, he's faster than me actually. Oh well. Well, he's faster than me, so we haven't caught him, but it doesn't matter, we'll just siege that down pretty quickly, and there's not much he's going to be able to do. Anyway, Atadal Sharid chose to make a preemptive move against Hippalos Charid today, confident in his own abilities. So this guy, he was wounded. So you made a move against my researcher, so he's wounded, so he warned him, so he's not dead. We kind of made sure he stayed alive, because he was plotting to kill the researcher, probably to try and do away with his position or something, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to siege this down quickly. I'm not going to bring my navy over here, I'm going to keep them blockading this. Why are you attacking him, buddy? My client, or my vassal's attacking him now. He's got a better martial leader, he's got less morale, so I don't know why that's working. He's probably going to lose. Or is he winning? Holy cow, he's actually winning. Or is he? Yeah, he is, he's winning. Well, well done, buddy. He actually won. That's amazing. So we need to really keep an eye on for navies here. I'm definitely keeping these here so he can't, like, embark any units, because if he tries to ferry some across, it could give them numerical advantage, which is why we're keeping these in the Mare Carpathium, in order to make sure that he doesn't move any. Again, once this is taken, we'll stack wipe this guy, and then we'll slowly go over to occupy Rhodes, I think. It shouldn't be too hard to do. So our clients, or vassal's going to stack wipe him now. Of course, he can only retreat so many times, and there we go, he's been stack wiped. That's him out of the way. And then once we've got this, really, the rest of Crete will fall pretty quickly, since we have the whole of the eastern side of Crete. And then all we need to do is wipe out Gortina, and then take out his little vassal here. We'll do it 21%, so that's fairly easy. Oh, you'll notice that we no longer have Antigonus marked here, which means he's died, which he has done. You can see it's now Demetrios, so he's gone, and if I wanted to mark him again, there we go, it stays in there, so that is fairly useful. 21% now, it shouldn't be too long. As soon as that's done, we'll go and pick up our troops with our navy and we'll ferry them across to Rhodes, and I'll try and make them a vassal. Just to show you guys how cool it is to make vassals and how useful they are. There's quite a few different types you can make. Anyway, he's been killed, that is cool. We'll get a navy over here. I'm going to go wipe out his 3 ships. Hopefully we'll capture some and bring them. We have done, we caught 3 of them, which is, or did we catch 1? No, we caught 3 of them, that's cool. So we captured his 3 ships. We'll bring our guys on to the boats. Another Olympiad, who am I going to send? I'll send Magas because he's the best guy. Hopefully he'll try and win it for us, so I'll send you. Hopefully I can win the Olympics in this like tutorial series to show you guys how cool it is to win them. What it actually gives you. So now you'll notice it's a good opportunity to show you about ticking war score. Now, you'll notice that we have declared war, the Knossos War, to take Crete, which is his land in this region of Crete, in the province, sorry, of Crete here, because you declare wars for provinces, unless you have the legacy of Alexander war goal, which is unique for the Diadochi, but that's a different thing. So this is for the province of Crete. So if we occupy all the territories in the province of Crete, then you get something called the ticking war score, which is shown here. This is by the arrow. And this basically increases the overall war score down here up every month. So it's basically a ticking war score. And of course, the higher your war score is, the easier it is for you to demand stuff in peace deals, and the more stuff you can demand. You also have like a load of different values here. You can see the country's war score, war exhaustion, sorry, if they have a lot of war exhaustion and what it affects. You can also see their stability, the effects of their blockades and stuff like that, and how many units they have. If you have certain information, I think you need spies for this, and that is in the tech section. So you need to unlock that to be able to see how many units he has. But anyway, that's that. So now we're going to ticking war score, and you'll notice that we're going to increase. Look, 36 to 37. It's going up each month. And if you occupy more land in the war, if you occupy more people's land to win more battles, then you get more war score. So that's basically how that works. So you'll see as soon as we occupy this here, it should increase a little bit more. So I'll show you guys quickly. We'll occupy it, and we are up to 49%. You see, that's a significant increase. Now we're going to go and disembark on Rhodes here. We're going to kind of try and take out this dude, and we'll try to make him some form of... Oh god, no, he's actually got a lot of men there. Oh god, and he's... Oh crap, that's my bad. I didn't notice that. So basically what's happened here, and this is a bit of an annoyance, the Rhodes and Kibratia here, they have joined forces together here, because they can actually access through land. And so they've all joined forces, and I'm unit locked, so I can't move away, so we're going to have to fight. And that's not cool, and they have good generals, so they're going to absolutely smash me here. They're really going to smash. That was an event for Mithridates in Pontus, so I think it's... there we go, Mithridates is ruling over Pontus now. It's a unique event for that area. But now we're probably going to get smashed, I would suspect. We have the right tactic, though, but yeah, we're getting completely smashed because we're outnumbered. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to retreat. Now, you can't retreat till a certain amount of time has passed, and you can see it here. Just move your mouse cursor over here. Retreat is prohibited until 5 days have passed. The battle's passed for 1 day, and I've got to wait 5 days to be able to retreat. So now I can retreat. We're going to retreat on the boat. Luckily, I can retreat there. But yeah, that's going to end the war for us here. I can't do too much more. So we're going to bring you fellas back. We're going to peace out with this guy. He has to accept the peace deal because we occupy all of his lands. But I can't take them on. They have more men, and this will be a war for another time. So what we're going to do here, we are going to sue for peace for this guy. We'll probably try and take all of this. He accepts. That's all we're going to do. I think I get everything. Imperator Crete, we do. That's the amount of war score cost. So basically, this is the amount here. So your war score determines... how much it cost, or the combined value. We have 38 war score, he has 18 here, and of course you can't go over 100 war score, because if you do, you can't peace out. The maximum is 100, and here it's going to cost us 2 aggressive expansion, so that is not that much. So quack, peace out. Pass judgment on the families, going to bring them all in, just because again, it's extra characters and it's quite useful. And now we have the eastern side of Crete, which is quite nice. And I'm going to get rid of this fort here because, of course, our fort infrastructure capacity is basically only 3. And that's because we've got 1 fort here. If I built this one, it would be 6. Because it's 3 per fort level in each territory and then 1 level on top of each fort. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of the fort, which I already have done. And I'm going to get rid of... No, that's it for the moment. I'll only get rid of that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you fellas back. We'll dock you back at home. And then we'll get ready to strike against, of course, Gortina. Now, our manpower is going to take a little bit of a hit here because we are going to have to replenish the amount of men we've lost from our manpower pool. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to just disband you guys quickly. By disbanding, you gain military experience, which adds it up here. So the more they fight, the more battles they win, then the more military experience they get, and then the more it adds over to your overall military experience when you disband them. So we're going to disband them here. And now you notice we have even more men. We have 12 archers and 4 heavy infantry units, which now gives us a numerical advantage for over Rhodes, let's say, if I wanted to declare war on these guys. Which would be fairly easier to beat them with. Now, they're allied to Gortina now, which is quite interesting. So if I were to go to war with Gortina, they would bring in Rhodes as well, and of course Tara. And this would make it easier because Rhodes now would not have Kibiratia coming in, so they wouldn't join their forces together here and like kind of pile on their land, and that means they'll have less men. So in the next war we can probably take them out fairly easily. Anyway, we have more land, which means, of course, more citizens and more nobles, which means more trade route points, and, of course, an extra trade route. Which we shall use to import something. I don't know what yet. We have enough food, but I do want to import an extra bit of grain, because it gives you a nice little bonus to your Global Food Monthly modifier. And as you get bigger, and as you win more wars, you'll capture more pops, and you'll increase the number of pops in your cities. And, of course, the more pops you have, the more they cost to feed. And the more food they use. So we're going to get a bit of extra grain here, just for the nice bonus of having that overall plus 5% modifier, which will increase this quite nicely. Now that is done, I think we can afford to wait a little while, not too long. The games conclude, we didn't win, that's a shame. And we'll wait another couple of months until we can raise them again, and then of course we shall wipe out Gortina here and finish them off fairly easily. My navy are going to be rebuilding, because the 3 ships we captured were damaged, so we're going to have to get them rebuilt. Have I built my port here? I have. I will build another one when we get the gold, so I can build the extra ship types, which will be quite nice. And we are so close to being able to form Crete. All I need is Gortina now. It's going to be pretty easy to take, honestly. They've got way less men than us. I am so not worried at all. So what we're going to do now, can I raise them now? Not yet, got to wait a little bit longer. 5th of December. Anyway, petition approaches, so this guy's scared of dying. I can either gain stability or gain gold. Well, I have enough stability. It's going up quite nicely. I don't really need any extra, and I'd like the extra gold because it is going to allow us to build that port, and of course it increases our loyalty with this guy, who is someone with no power base. You're not an important character, but it doesn't matter. I just want the gold. If it was important, then yeah, we could take the loyalty and make him more like loyal to us. But we'll just get the gold. And then we're going to build another port there. Of course, this increases migration attraction each time. So if I want to see how it is, see, it's pretty efficient here, I have to say. We're pulling in a lot of pops. However, we can increase this by changing governor policy. And what I want to do here is change this to centralized pops. And you should see in a minute, when I change this now, it should increase the rate at which we pull them in, which it should do quite nicely. Is it, have I chose the right one? I think it is, yes, centralized pops. Yeah, we're trying to pull more into Knossos. Hopefully at the end of the month, it will take it into account. Pretty sure it should. Yeah, no, it's actually already taken it into account. It's just speeding things up, so it's speeding up the rate at which we're pulling in pops here. Quickly go to view pops info again, speed down. You can see we're pulling pops from all over the place and trying to fill up our lovely, juicy capital. I'll leave it on for a little while till we pull all these guys in, and then I'll take it off and put something else on. Of course, you'll notice we're losing a little bit of gold because we no longer have the encouraged trade, so we're not making as much commerce income there. What's our tech rate now? 125%, so that's the maximum. I may have said previously that the maximum is 300%, but they have nerfed it with 2.0, so it is no longer 300% the maximum, but 125% speed of research efficiency. That is the maximum, and that maximum is the quickest you'll get. Now, I'm going to wait a little bit to get a little bit more tech, I think, before I go to war. Or no, I can go to war straight away, to be honest. We have extra civic advances. Let's go for a bit of extra tech, I think. What was I going for? Did I go for anything like maybe... Was I going down for the... No, which one was it? I think there was something for graduated... Something for the temples and theatres. There we go. Gradual economic integration. But I don't want to go for that. Do I need that? Really? Aggressive expansion impact. Diplo... Reputation, not really. Any military attack I can go for? I mean, I suppose I could. Astral navigation, I don't want that, not really. Could go for integrated culture happiness and stuff. You know what? No, let's go for some military tech to help us for the war. So I'll go for learning on the job for extra starting experience. Then I'm going to go for this for more starting, for more starting experience. So then we'll go to Fustuarium, which will give us heavy infantry discipline. Since we do have a little bit more heavy infantry now, I think we have... How much heavy infantry do we have? I can't remember. We have 4 now, so yeah, we might as well get it. It's always going to help. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to levy the forces again now. So I'll raise you guys up. There we go. So we have 8,500 men. Wow, that's quite a lot. I'm going to put you on unit reorganisation for the end of the month, just to get the extra morale, and then we'll go to war against Gortina and we'll finish them off. I am going to blockade his port this time. Just because, yeah, it's going to increase the siege efficiency, so we'll definitely do that. I might actually split these in half. Yeah, I'm going to split them in half. Just because I can then go and simultaneously siege his vassal, which is the reason why. So I already have more men put together. He's probably got that 2,500 men. So by splitting these guys in half, I can siege this and this at the same time. It stops them joining together and merging. I'm going to go for the invention here again. Go for the recruitment standard. There we go. And then the next one will be Fustuarium. Again, just pretty much go for what you want to go for. There's no really set method to take. It's pretty much take what you want and what you need at a given point in time. So we've got an extra tech level, which is great. That's going to go for the extra heavy infantry discipline, which is going to help us before we fight. And I think we're pretty much ready. I have the morale, I have the men, and I think we can literally go here. So let's declare the war. Paul's going to begin our vassal again, so I'll bring you in. Again, just take your time to really check and look who you declare war on and the different ways in. Now we've got that, I should probably go for maybe Professional Army, extra discipline. Discipline increases the amount of damage your troops do, so it's quite useful to get. Here we've caught you, we've caught this guy as well. They're going to die, we're going to flank them. Again, the battle predictor says we'll lose because their guy has better martial, but I think just because we're flanking, it should be more than enough. Yeah, it is. Look, see, we've done a massive hit to his morale straight away, but that's because we're flanking, and it's just literally destroying him. So he's finished. This guy as well, he's finished. We outnumber them. As soon as you outnumber somebody, you really have a significant advantage in battle. I can't stress how big the advantage is. Now, I've sent you packing backwards. Actually, no, I'm going to go and quickly deal with you before he sieges it down. I think he might actually get it before I get there. Yeah, he has. So he's killed the pot, but that's a shame. But I have stack wiped him. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to go and take this over here quickly. We're going to reoccupy this because it doesn't occupy our capital province or the forts. So we're just automatically going to reoccupy it. I don't need to leave any men on there. So now we're sieging this down pretty nicely. This is going to go pretty quickly. We gain inflammation. Our guy has an illness. Now, there is a way around this. You can seek treatment, and since you're the ruler, you take it out of your personal wealth here, which is this thing here, and you gain personal wealth through income, because, of course, you're the ruler and you gain income, and then it's increased through holdings and stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to seek treatment, and hopefully, over a period of time, it will get rid of that, which is making him lose health, finesse, and charisma. So that is why I'm doing that. We don't want the guy to die. Oh god, excuse me, that coffee feels so good. So goddamn good. Now our buddy's coming to help me out here, beat him. We probably stack wipe him. Oh no, not yet. You've not stack wiped him yet. Hopefully we'll go and deal with him. No, he's actually occupying Lapa. Oh well, whatever. You try and occupy it all you want, but not going to save you. Roads have not come with their troops just yet. I don't think they're really planning on moving anyone around anyway. Then once we've dealt with them, what we'll do is we'll bring everybody together and we'll go and deal with Road. And I think then we should be done. And then Crete would have been formed, and then we'll be like raring to go, and everything will be fantastic. Let's go to Knossos here. Do I have can I do any province investments? Not really. I don't want to waste the gold or the PI just yet. 0% there, 7% here. Wow, I actually took that at 7%. That is really unlikely, and I can't believe we did that. Anyway, let's go and take over the next fort over on this side. Quickly go and occupy it. I do want to check something here. Do I pay for forts that I occupy? That is a question. Why do I have no forts? It says I have no forts. That's insane. I have no forts, apparently. Maybe the capital fort is free. Yeah, maybe the capital fort's free. I don't know. I normally should pay for that capital fort. I've got like level 1 fort there, and I should be paying for it, but I don't know why I'm not paying for it, literally. Maybe the first fort's free. But obviously, I don't think we pay for the occupied forts. It doesn't seem to be the case, or unless it's not reset itself. Yeah, no, it hasn't. So I don't think I'm paying for the fort. That's a good thing to know. Very interesting to know, actually. I thought we were going to pay for the occupied fort. And it looks like the first fort in the capital, you don't pay for it. Anyway, you'll notice treatment successful, so we spent the gold out of our personal treasury to do the treatment scheme, and now he's no longer got the illness, which is gone, which means he's no longer losing health per month. Of course, this is your character's health bar, so when this goes to 0, the guy dies. Every character has it, so do kind of pay attention to it. You don't want your guys to die, notably if you're in the middle of a war, because when you die, there is a chance that you'll have some succession issues based on the number of pretenders you have. We've occupied Tara. Again, let the looting be gentle. I don't want to kill all the pops. It's not something that I want to do because I want to keep them and integrate them and kind of get more pops for myself. A man of Ares. So one of our soldiers had a reputation of being a man blessed by the god of war. So this is an event where we can either choose a new character or get some extra man of armies. And for fort defense, I'm going to go for a new character. Hopefully we'll get a new dude. So a new character joins our court. Hopefully he's good. So let's have a look. So we'll show characters here. And own nation. Let's sort by marshal. Hopefully we've got a good guy. Is it this dude? No, it's not you. Maybe it's this. No, that's the admiral. Was it this guy? No. I think it's probably this guy. It's a Hebrew dude. I think it's him. I don't know if there's a way to know. It's a shame. I would like to be able to see who he was, but I don't think you can actually find that out. But we got an extra guy in the realm anyway, so it's always useful. The more characters you can have, the better, really. I only do tend to try and integrate pops that are of the same, well, kind of welcoming families of the pops that are of the same culture and religion. It makes it, like, easier to keep them happy loyalty-wise. Anyway, we stack wipe them all now, so they're all dead. So as soon as that's done, I'll join them together. Actually, I'm going to join you together now. And then what we'll do is we'll put them on the boat, and we'll go and try and take out Rhodes, and we'll try and make them a vassal of ours, which should be quite nice. Here at 21%, it should probably fall pretty quickly. Maybe next month, 35% now. I'll bring them on the boat, and we'll deal with Rhodes. And we're so damn close in finishing this. Who also declared war on us? Road. A separate war. Oh, this is a revolt. The Rhodes have got a small revolt going. And it's over here on the island there. Oh well. Not my problem. We'll go and occupy their capital in a minute. As soon as this is finished, we'll go and take them on. The 35%, there we go. So that's fallen now. Fantastic. We're going to pull you guys onto the boat now. All of our 8,000 men. And then we're going to drop you over onto this place. We'll occupy this island. Is that the Nesiotic League? No, that's not Rhodes. I thought it was Rhodes' fleet, but it's not. So we'll occupy this, and then we'll go over there. So, on you go. And then we'll go over and take over their capital. And then once we've taken that, I can make them my vassal. I'll probably make them a client state. I do like having client states. They are, for me, they are one of the best forms of vassals because you can bring them into wars and they provide you tribute. And they defend you as well if you're under attack, which is fairly useful, I have to say. Anyway, let's go and disembark on his capital here. There we go. We're going to try and take that out. Again, we're going to blockade the port to increase the speed at which we siege it. So minus 49% here. It shouldn't take too long, honestly. I think it's going to go pretty quickly. And then once we've done that, we can finally form our joyful nation of Crete. And then I think that'll be the end of the tutorial series. And I do hope this has all been helping you. It's again, it's just made off the top of my head. None of it is really scripted, just kind of talking about things as they come along. So I probably forgot stuff. I mean, I am quite forgetful. So I probably forgot a few things, but if I have, I apologise. But I tried to cover as much stuff as I could cover and as precisely as possible. But anyway, let's up the game speed here because it's just pointless keeping it this low. I just need to really knock this down. I do advise not putting it up too fast, the speed, just so you can actually really take stock of what's happening. Especially if you're new to the game, because things can happen quite fast. And so I really do kind of recommend making sure that you keep it on a lowish speed and take your time to kind of go through everything. It is really the most important thing to do. Touched by Hermes, so either get a bit of gold and local tax, or pay some gold and gain an overall commerce boost. I think we'll do that. Overall, in the long run, it's better. Getting an extra commerce, national tax investment, well, national tax plus 5%, civic tech investment plus 10. Now, when you see them type of modifiers, it basically increases the rate at which you research in that category. So here we should have plus 10%. I'll quickly show you in the civic tech section here. So you'll see here, he has blessing of commerce plus 10%. So it's up to 105%. So he sees down road. Again, let the looting be gentle. I don't want to kill them because they are Greek pops. Now we're going to go and deal with you quickly. We'll quickly occupy this guy. We'll go and try and deal with his navy here. So I should be able to stack wipe you. I think I'm going to stack wipe you. Have I stack wiped you? I'm going to slow the game down quickly here. So he beat his navy. I haven't stack wiped him yet, but I will go and stack wipe him over here. So now he's been stack wiped. We should be able to occupy this, which we have done. So I have everything now, which is pretty easy. And now I think I should be able to peace out. So, let's see what I can do. 2 for peace. I want... Wait a sec. Oh, have they looked out again? Are you kidding me? Why do I have a truce with them, and why haven't I got them? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, let's do one thing at a time here, then I'll see what actually happened. That must have properly bugged out. I'm going to make Rhodes a client state. A client state's a good one. They join your wars, and they give you tribute, so I'll make him a client quickly. Can't believe that. So now you see, right click here and you'll see that client state of Knossos, they pay us 0.56 gold each month and they join my wars, I protect them if they're attacked, they can be made an integral part of the realm, which means I can integrate them, they are limited regarding diplomacy and stuff. But what I don't understand here, and this is really weird, it must be a bug, because why have they pieced out? That makes no sense. It really doesn't make any sense at all, and I really don't understand that. So we're going to have to do this again. So I might actually break the truce here, because I think it's the quickest thing for me to do. Now, it does actually give me a good opportunity to show you what happens when you break a truce, and I don't really recommend it. Here I'm going to call in my own holy site bonus here, so bring you in this one here, because we have the holy temple for it, so I might as well. Anyway, I'll show you guys quickly what happens when you break a truce, and I advise not doing this, well, kind of limiting this, because it really hurts you. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to split these guys up, split you in half, send you over here to take on Tara. You're going to stay over here. I should probably put you on reorganizing, I think. Yeah, reorganize you quickly, put you over here, and we'll break the truce. I can't believe that. That's really annoying. I have to do all that again, which is a big pain. But it is what it is. I think it's a bug. It has to be. I can't think what else the problem will be. Well, what it is, it must be an issue. And I have read on some of the Reddit, like on Reddit, that some people have been having issues with that, with this, especially when you fight somebody and in the war, people you're fighting have a rebellion, like a civil war. I have read that it has kind of pieced out on like some people, so it's just very odd, and I really don't understand what happened there. But anyway, it does give me an opportunity to show you guys what exactly kind of happens when you declare war when you break a truce. So you lose 50 stability, it's brutal. You lose like a load of that, you gain 1 war exhaustion, and you gain 25 aggressive expansion. So it's incredibly brutal, but I will do it. And as you can see now, we can call our client state roads. As I said, they do join your wars. So we'll quickly do this again. And now you'll notice that, oh crap, I broke the truce. So we have no stability. None at all, and aggressive expansion has took quite a big hit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys on here. We'll siege that down. You're going to siege down Tara. I am going to do something to help our stability now, which is quite useful. If you can, it's stab a pig, perform a divine sacrifice. You pay 50 PI and it increases your stability by 0.15. You can do it again afterwards and it would increase your stability even more, but the cost of PI goes up each time you stab. So it basically, you kind of stab a pig and you get the modified for a certain amount of time. But you can do it on top of that, and each time you do it on top, it increases your PI cost. Anyway, let's go. So now we'll take on these guys again. They don't have any men, so because we wiped them all, we stack wiped them all, so there's not really many men left. So we're going to have to take them on again. It is what it is. I'm going to up the speed here quickly, so just to quickly get this done. It's pointless really waiting. The Olympics, who am I going to send? I will send the best man, which is you. We'll send in on a Marcos. If you take you, send you down. Again, I'm hoping it shouldn't last too long, this war. It really shouldn't. I'm going to gain the stability here because we have none, so it's quite useful. So we'll gain the stability. As you notice, having really bad stability here is going to be able to show... I can actually show you why you really want to avoid this. So it's actually a blessing in disguise not winning that war straight off and having to break a truce. So the first thing we'll notice, you gain a massive negative 45% to your pop happiness. The lower your stability, the harder that impact, and it is really big. This really hurts you if you have pops that are not of your culture group or of your religion, who are already pretty pissed off with you because they don't like you because you're not the same culture or religion. This hurts them even more, and you gain a massive legitimacy hit, and it just basically really affects the loyalty of your provinces. Now, luckily enough, this is our capital province, so loyalty is always going to be loyal no matter what happens. But in other areas, that is like, if it was in an area that is not your capital province, and it's not your religion or culture, then oh my god, we would have serious loyalty issues. It would be going down at such a fast rate that we would probably have rebellions coming up pretty quickly. So that's why you really want to avoid going down really low on stability. Unless it is like, unless you actually, or unless your realm is majoritarily made up of pops that are of your culture and religion side. Anyway, right, let's quickly knock these guys out. Let the loot be gentle again. We beat them. We'll quickly go over here and deal with you. Apparently, I'll lose this fight. I don't know why. I'm going to just detach enough for the siege here. No crap. I'm going to just detach enough for the siege. It's a useful thing here. You just leave enough men to siege, and then you kind of go and deal with them. So I'll go and join you here. This guy I beat. We'll go on to this guy there. We'll beat you. Again, I'm going quick now because I'm kind of I think that you guys have got the gist of this, how this works, and I just want to quickly finish taking this up so I can form Crete, and then we can finish the thing. And then you guys can go on and do bigger and better things with your own campaigns. So we've taken this now, then you guys over here. Should be done pretty quickly now. 35%, there we go, buddy. So that is now done. Slow the game speed down. We can now peace out. I can now take everything that I need. So we'll occupy all this. Everything's occupied. 2 aggressive expansion, cost 38 war score. Let's take it. Again, I'm going to integrate both of the families of all the families of both of the nations, because they are Greek. We'll bring you all in. And we've finally done it. So now we should have the available decision to form Crete, which we can, and it's a tier 2 formable. When you form it, we change your name, we get a new flag. We're getting Cretan administration to the end of the game, which gives us increased pop growth and increased citizen output, which means citizens will produce more tax and, more research points, sorry. And I think, is that all they produce? I can't remember. More research points and manpower, which is always quite useful. And I give an ultimatum to all the other nations to get annexed to me. So basically, my vassal here would automatically be annexed, so he wouldn't be a vassal and would own the land straight away. I gain claims, permanent claims on all of Crete, and then I would gain 2 free prominence investments, which are, of course, these things here, and it would not cost me a penny. This is well worth doing. So now we're going to form Crete. We'll click on it, enact. Form Crete, get a new cool flag, which is a bull, and what should happen is, there we go, you'll see that our vassal has now been integrated quite nicely into the realm, and we have done it. We have formed Crete fairly easily, and I'm going to end things here, people. I don't want to go any longer. I could go on to form the Hellenic League, but that is really not the purpose of this video. This was just to kind of go through everything that I can as quickly as I can, just so you guys can get a grasp of how the game works and kind of hopefully learn a few things as we go along. Anyway, as per usual, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this series helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see some more Imperator Rome content, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help. And of course, if you have any extra questions, please leave them in the comments below. Join the Discord, ask them in the Ask a Stoner section, and I or other people will get back to you as soon as possible. Do not hesitate. I will always be there to help out new players with any kind of tips and advice I can give them. So do not hesitate to ask. And with all that said and done, thank you so much for being here, and I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.